I want to talk about tonight's game, man, because this is
huge.
I know. This is on the opposite end of the spectrum. You know the Chargers and the Chiefs are going to play a fun football game. I'm genuinely concerned about the Chiefs coming in because it appears Chris Jones is not playing tonight. He's on the COVID-19 list. And his return from injury is exactly when the Chiefs' defense began to solidify and play lights out. He is a guy who could stop the run on the way to the pass and stop the pass while he's trying to stop the run because he bats the ball down. He is all that plus the biscuit, man, right in the middle of that defensive line. He creates so many problems. And Austin Eckler, it looks like he's going to be the old game time decision tonight. He's expected to play this evening. And if
Keenan Allen back.
Huh?
Keenan Allen's
back. I'm just telling you, the Chargers are playing very well. They already won in Arrowhead. They got the Chiefs when you want to get them in the first month of the season. That's when they got them. And this offense has been more off-center and kilter than on. Right? It's been a long time since Kelsey's had one of his $150 dominating games.
Yep.
Obviously, me saying this with them almost putting 50 up last week is maybe you could say it's untimely, but I've told you this winning streak the Chiefs are on is based on how well their defense has been playing. And their defense has carried the day when the offense has been up and down, as opposed to over and out, to use the That's Life phraseology. You know what I'm saying? Chris Jones being out is concerning me this season.
That's a big move. I'm also thinking, I'm kind of flip-flopping on a pick here, but are they really going to sweep the Chiefs? Are the Chiefs going to get swept by a division opponent? Seems unlikely.
Well, you could say, how did the Chiefs do against the Chargers at home last year, in the Chargers' house last year? Mm-hmm. That was the game where Herbert didn't know he was starting. It was his first career start. That was that game. That was Chiefs at Chargers last year when Tyrod Taylor had the misplaced needle put in his side. And Herbert, hey, Justin, you're going. And the Herbert era was off to a roaring start, albeit his coach Anthony Lynn said it was still Tyrod Taylor's job. He said Herbert wasn't ready. That one looks like my honest take in retrospect. So I don't think you can really, and there were no fans there. There'll be a lot of Chiefs fans in the building tonight just because it's the visitors have had a lot of people in SoFi Stadium with the Chargers who are home. I like the Chargers tonight. I'll be honest with you. That Chris Jones injury genuinely or absence genuinely concerns me because I saw the way this defense looked without him earlier this year. He's that important and that good.
The other thing, too, is going to be a lot of red at SoFi tonight.
I know that.
It's going to be loud, heavy Chiefs
I'm talking
crowd.
myself into taking the Chargers.
I know.
You could see me saying that.
Yeah,
right
and I'm kind of with you as well, especially I like the +3, but I can't see Kansas City, with the role they've been on, even without Chris Jones, getting swept.
Here's an interesting nugget, Christopher. There are, entering Week 15, 0 clinched playoff berths. It's only the third time in the Super Bowl era that the league has entered a 15th week of a season and there is not a single playoff berth clinched.
Wow.
Last time it happened was 2014, 93 the year before that.
Jeez.
And of the two AFC teams that can clinch a playoff berth in this week, neither team that plays tonight is one of them. It's New England and Tennessee. Tennessee has a very clear path to the basket. They've got to root for the Colts to lose. They got to root for the Patriots. Hey, Tennessee fans, pull up a chair. Root for the Patriots Saturday night on NFL Network because a Colts loss combined with Tennessee's win at Pittsburgh, they clinched the AFC South. You're printing playoff tickets there in Nashville. Now, the Patriots' playoff berth possibilities to be clinched with a win. Let's just say that Patriot win sets up that Tennessee clinching. All Tennessee has to do is win one game and they're in. New England, it's like the partridge in the pear tree, man.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, we've got it up on the screen here. It really looks like the copy on the screen looks like a Dr. Seuss paragraph right here. None of it rhymes, but, one scenario, I'll just give it to you. They've got to win and then hope for a loss from the Dolphins, Browns, Ravens, Bengals, and Chiefs. And then there's so many other scenarios like that. One includes a Cincinnati-Denver tie, everybody. So it's likely New England's not going to thread that needle to this week, but that's your AFC playoff clinching scenarios with a big AFC West game tonight. Man, if the Chargers win tonight, they're in first place, right?
Yep.
Because they have the same record as the Chiefs, and they've got the tiebreak in the back pocket.
Big time tiebreak, yeah.
And Brandon Staley is the only first-year head coach to have his team in a playoff position right now, entering Week 15. Everybody else, not so much. And so, one of them is no longer employed, and Urban Meyer being out. So 6 teams sniffing it in the AFC within one game of the 7th seed. 6 of them. That's how close the AFC is. Look at that. Got up on the screen. 6 teams sniffing it within one game of the Bills sitting there in the 7th seed at 7-6. And Kansas City, entering tonight, is one of 4 teams whose remaining opponents all have records above 500.
Ooh.
So the Chiefs have a rough go of it, schedule-wise. The other ones are Vegas, Cincy, and Pittsburgh. Yep. Pittsburgh's got the Chiefs after this week's game at Tennessee, against Tennessee. My gosh. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.